Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Silent Podcast, where we're anything but silent. Today, we're going to be covering Never Have I Ever, episode 1. Sorry, I do this every time. Season 1, episode 8. And today, I'm joined by the one, the only, my co-host, Chappell. How are you? We're back together, just us. How does it feel?
It feels good. It feels good, Sasha. Thank you. I do have to ask though, have you ever pissed off everyone that you know?
Many times in life, like I think I've said this, but yeah, like I suffer from a few anger issues as well. So I don't know that I've ever pissed off everyone to like where I have to leave the house I'm in, but maybe I've been close where my anger just sucks up the energy of the room. I know you and I have talked about this on the Love and Hip Hop podcast, where if the energy's off, like we can just suck everything from the room. Like I've done that more than anything else during wedding shopping.
Oh my gosh. Not the Bridezilla.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You retweeted the video.
I did.
I'm just kidding. It wasn't. Oh my God. But yes, welcome back, everyone. Again, we're still going to be talking about one episode at a time, just maybe until this season is done, just because I think things are getting wild. We end up talking a lot. So we'll see how it goes. Tell us if you like this better, or do you want us to go back to 2 at a time? Either way, we want to serve the people. And speaking of serving the people, we do have a new 5-star review, Chappell.
Yes.
So we're at 16. First of all, we need one more for this prompt picture. So like, what are we waiting for? Maybe I think I'm just gonna do it from my mom's phone at this point.
Oh no, that's cheating.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
That's true.
But yeah, so we have it from A_devil. I'm pretty sure because this came on Monday, so I don't think I read this. So it said, started listening to the Never Have I Ever coverage, and I'm loving it. I love Sasha and Chappell and anything and everything. So I'm enjoying the review podcast so much. These two have wonderful chemistry, and it shows with their guests too. I'm looking forward to checking out the other content. So you know what? Thank you so much, A_Wild, because we do have a lot of A_devil, because we have so much stuff coming at Silent Podcast. So we hope you're listening to other stuff too. While you might come for Never Have I Ever. Hopefully you stay for the rest of the content. And we still, we don't have emails yet, but any of you have questions, if you have any feedback, you have cringe stories, make sure you share them with silentpodcastsfeedback@gmail.com. And it'll be in the description as well, so you don't need to write it down, because you just need to enjoy us talking about Never Have I Ever pissed off everyone I know, Chappell. Whew, how are you feeling? We're here.
Wow, yeah, we have gotten to the point in Never Have I Ever where Devi just kind of loses it.
Yes.
And this is a pattern for our good girl Devi. Like when she goes one direction, she goes all the way there. And just when you think it's gonna be fixed or it's gonna turn back in the other direction, she goes all the way back. So yeah, we saw the last episode. It looked as though she was like deserting her friends to go hang out with Paxton instead, and just turning her back on Eleanor. And although it looked like that, well, that's actually what happened. That's exactly what she did.
Exactly. Yeah. Because John McEnroe is like, to the untrained eye, it might look like Davy's bailing on her friend. No, that's exactly what she's doing. Okay. Like, what the heck? First of all, I want people to understand that, like, whatever, if someone you're attracted to, if you're a teenage girl, if it's a teenage boy, no, leave them. They because if you don't respond right away, guess what? They will definitely text you back, and they'll probably need you even more. So Devi, she's like, Paxton needs me like a little like a dog, and they're like, my owner's home. Okay, I gotta go. So to me, that's how Devi was acting, because she's like, and then she starts texting her friends, oh, I need to do something. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Flop.
Yeah, a flop. And it's wild because in her mind, she's thinking, I'll go help Paxton really quickly, and then I'll help Eleanor. But you've known Eleanor your whole life, and Paxton legit just met you, even though you've known him your whole life too. He just met you last year. Like at the beginning of this year, you introduced yourself and said, hey, let's have sex. and you're about to ditch your friends for that guy. It doesn't make any sense. If anything, go help Eleanor
Yeah.
and then see if you have time for Paxton, not the other way around.
Exactly. And then they're like she's why didn't she even ask him what it was for? That's another thing where I was pissed because,
Mhm.
I think she comes on her little bike, right? Like, oh God.
Mhm.
So she shows up on her bike and she's like, what do you need? Well, I don't need you. My sister does. No, you get on that bike and turn back around and go back to the school.
Right. So her sister is working on, make sure I get this right,
Yes.
Sasha. So her sister is going to fashion school. She has to put together a photo
Catalog.
shoot or
Yeah.
a portfolio or
Yeah.
whatever.
Portfolio. Yeah.
And all her friends ditched her. So Davy has to be the model.
Mhm.
That was the emergency.
Yes, because apparently since all of Rebecca's friends ditched her, Paxton has made sure that no one else knows about Rebecca. So who's the only person that knows about Rebecca? The girl that was in the bathroom that randomly stumbled onto her. So obviously that's the person that needs to show up. That's what happened.
Because I was so confused. I was thinking Paxton could have found any woman to do
Yep.
this for, like anybody. Women, children, people are just lining up to do things for
But why
Paxton. He could
can't
have
he
found
do
anybody.
it? Oh, I guess they're women's clothing.
Women's clothes, but I mean,
Listen,
it's fine. Look, as attractive as he is, apparently he could have probably pulled it off.
exactly. And not even that. Why can't Rebecca do it herself?
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's the sizes. I don't
Oh,
know
true. Could be.
because she I mean the clothes that she wears. I mean Rebecca's fashionable.
Oh
like
my God, yes.
to the nth power. So I wouldn't be shocked if she could just pull off these looks on her own. But I guess she just needed somebody who maybe fit the clothes or whatever. And maybe it just happened to be Davy. I don't know, but for whatever reason, this was the emergency that Davy had to throw her friendships away for.
A mess. And then she's over here like being like, oh, maybe, but my friends need me. Da da da. And then he goes, but model. And then it was like he said the magic word, dangled a carrot in front of her because she was like, model?
Me?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then and then Rebecca comes out, right? And she's like, you're a lifesaver. Thank you so much. We know that Rebecca genuinely likes Davy, but it's just, oh my God, it was so messy. And then we get to her modeling, and what the hell is she doing?
Davy watches too much TV, Sasha.
Yes,
Okay. She's giving she's giving the America's Next Top Model poses. She's smizing. She broke down baby doll. She's doing the hands and stuff like that. Yeah. Hair. You can tell she watches way too much Tyra Banks television, and that's problematic in and of itself. But this is like Davy can't take this moment seriously because of the things she's imagined herself doing from television.
Yeah, and then the photographer is so irritated because he's probably like, my time has been wasted. None of these models have shown up. Now I do get a model who's a hot mess express. Like she's literally, this is what she showed up and is doing. So he says, just stand there straight, and that's it. And then Paxton is loving it because he's like, Rebecca, this doesn't look so bad.
Yeah. And that's Davy's ego is just blowing up because, we start off the show with her thinking like, oh, I'm so undesirable and nobody wants to be with me and all this other stuff. And she just wants any guy to be attracted to her, any guy to like her. But now it's the guy is saying like, oh my God, you could be a model and look how attractive are. And look, Rebecca, look how good these pictures are. Like, oh my gosh. And Davy's head is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. This is bad. It's so bad.
Oh, so bad. And then she even says, well, when you get famous, can I be your muse? Like a real model?
Davy,
shut up.
Davy, calm down.
Davy,
calm down.
She's
feeling herself.
This might be some foreshadowing because they were like Gigi Hadid, can I be your model? Just all I'm saying is foreshadowing, people.
Mm-hmm.
And then we get back, to the drama room, Chappell, because to me, it's like a fever dream. I don't know if you've been I have these dreams all the time where I'm like late to something and I'm just like, I need to get somewhere, but I can't find my glasses. Story of my life, let's be honest. But
yes.
So to me, that's what I feel like I was watching. And then we're in drama club, in the drama room. And then she's like, goodbye to my little friend. And Eleanor says, that is my last impression.
Yeah, and then she does a weird Porky Pig impression. Yeah. Eleanor is all over the place because she's thinking, I'm quitting acting, but I'm also quitting drama. And
Yeah.
drama is Eleanor's life. That everything about her, she writes with a quill and ink, and she walks around with like big feather boas and all kinds of stuff. She is drama. So for her to think like
Exactly.
because her mom left, she has to abandon this big part of who she is. It sucks to watch, honestly. It's just
Oh,
like,
it
come on, man. I hate it for her.
And don't let anyone like take your power like that, man. That's what the issue is. Like, even if it's a parent, anyone can be toxic, and it doesn't matter who. It's just like Eleanor is like a shining light, right? Like she's the youngest freshman, the youngest person to be a lead on a play. She's like living her best life, and don't let this lady. I mean, it's your mom, but like that, like left you to like take so much joy away from you. And I think that's what really frustrates me for Eleanor, because I was like, you're better than this. Like, this is not, something. And then Fab is like, you're being so dramatic. Like, come
No,
on.
no, no, no. She's not being dramatic anymore. Her name is Eleanor. Her favorite color is beige. And now she's studying to be an accountant.
Yep.
The end.
Because apparently accountants, are the most like vanilla things you could think of. Sorry if you're an accountant.
Listen, as you know, this is an anti-math podcast. So if you're an accountant,
yes.
Yeah, we already can never understand what y'all are going through anyway. So this is no disrespect to the accountants out there.
Oh my God, put a spreadsheet in front of me. It's a wrap. Goodbye.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. And then, Fabiola talks. Fabiola is like, it's been an hour, Devi. Where are you? She goes, let me just, check, find my friends.
See that there? I don't know how I feel about this, Sasha. Like, I don't. Maybe because we're a little bit older, so we weren't in high school when these apps were a thing. But would you have ever did a share my location with my friends in high school? Would that be y'all's thing?
I'm trying to think. So here's where it could have gotten so messy, because like my high school friend group, I mean, was like tight. Like we were besties, and I actually reconnected with my one of my high school best friends. He like called me randomly after like 8 years. But anyway, and so I will say like we would have done it, but then we would have been very messy with it, because with an equal number of boys, an equal number of girls, we were all straight. We did end up dating each other. Which was, stupid. So that's where it would have gotten messy, because I think we would have been checking locations and been like, you're not where you're supposed to be. So I think like the boys, I could see the boys like not sharing their locations with us, but I think we would have shared it with each other. But we weren't like shitty friends, so I don't think it mattered. We were just bad in relationships.
Yeah, I'm the friend that you asked to share their location because you're worried about me. So like in high school, people would have been like, Chappell, we don't know where you're about to go or what you're about to do. Just share your location. So everybody would have had my location. I would have had no one's because people were constantly checking up on me. Like, where are you? What are you doing? Is that like, I'm fine. I'm just hanging out with this group today. Like,
but
well,
see,
don't
that
hang out with
helped
them. They
you. Like probably mitigate so much like text, because you could have just we know that you got text late anyway, but either way I feel like that could have helped you mitigate so many texts to be like, just check my location, don't bother me. Oh my God, I was very much that friend in college that like was like, where did Sasha go? And it's like, oh right, she's just at this party, got it.
Yeah, I was in the wind. I'm in the wind is one of my sayings. Me and my cousins will say to each other whenever we're about to just be like, oh, I'm going to Austin. What are you doing? I'm just gonna be in the wind. Like, oh, okay. Yeah, whatever.
I could have used Find My Friends in Austin.
Yeah, I was like, didn't you get lost in Austin? Where were your friends then? You definitely could have used the app.
And guess what? Some of them are accountants, so they suck anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Oh my God. But yeah, so basically they end up checking Find My Friends, which, again, I'm just so grateful that technology just wasn't where it was when we were in high school. Like, thank God for that. Because you would have to like get on the phone to call and argue with people. Like, you couldn't just text people, cyberbully them. Like, it just wasn't a thing. And then she checks Find My Friends, and we know that it's about to go down, but let's have a good moment right before that, because Paxton and Devi make up, and she says, thank you so much for not outing me. I don't fake kiss and tell, duh.
Paxton, say what you want about him. He's a cool guy. He has his moments, where he's
He
just
also doesn't want to tell people this lady lied on him.
yeah, he does. It's weird because in a way it's like I don't want to embarrass Davy, but at the same time,
Yeah,
maybe he doesn't even want to be tied to her like that.
exactly. I think it's both. Yeah.
Yeah, so he just decides, you know what? If I ignore it, it will go away, which is
Hmm.
wild because that's the footprint that Davy has at the school. Like no one knows that she exists. As big as a personality she is, people are
Right?
barely even phased by her, like her presence.
Oh my God. Probably because she's so wild that they're just like, she is so wild that we can't get caught up in this. Fabiola, we know, says that later on. And
Mhm.
then, right, she gets a text from Fabiola that says, "You're at PAX."
Yeah. See, I was shocked. I was like, how did they know it was Paxton's house? But I'm like, you know what? She probably did that my location thing so they would know that she was at Paxton's house.
Yeah,
Like, oh, look at me
exactly.
hanging out with Paxton again. You know how messy Davy is. So came back to bite her.
Uh, it's like I can, it's like teenagers do make dumb decisions, and like it's like your prefrontal cortex isn't developed, so I'm gonna give you grace. But like, oh my God, how dumb are you? Like, turn it
Yeah.
off and be like, I fell in a ditch somewhere, because we know
Right.
Davy could have gotten bit by a coyote, could have gotten
Mhm.
fallen in a ditch somewhere, could be in the hospital, could be drunk. We don't know. Davy's crazy. We don't know.
Yeah. She's moving sloppy. If you're going to be doing dirt, you got to turn your phone off or something.
Yes.
Like, Davy, we need to have a sit down and be like, listen, you making rookie mistakes.
No, we would like level Davy up, which is not a good thing. So
You're
like
right.
it's
She don't need our help.
no.
Yeah, we
No,
put her on
it's like
game. Like, look,
exactly.
Davy, turn your location off next time. Turn your Bluetooth off. Like turn your phone off if you don't need to have your phone on right now. It'll only take a few minutes.
Exactly. Or you go home and do a whole thing for your friends to be like, I'm so sorry, Eleanor, that I was gone, but here's, I got bagel bites, I got cookies,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe not cookies, but I got something else, and I got a bunch of stuff ready for you. Kamala cooked for me, let's go. That's why I was gone for an hour, because I was being a good
Yeah.
friend. Why didn't you do
Mm-mm.
that, dude?
Nope. She doesn't. She just tries
Big
to rush off to
dummy.
the school to go save the day. But before she can go, Rebecca has to remind her, like, hey, take them clothes off because you can't keep those. You know.
Exactly. And she's like, but a perk for modeling, no.
No.
Everyone
No.
just drags this girl. I
She's wild. David, you're going to steal the clothes? Rebecca isn't a fashion designer. She's trying to be one. So she can't just afford to just let you have an outfit because you took a picture in it.
a very bad picture, I will say. But it's okay. I will drag Davy on that. And then, now it's our lonely boy time because it's Ben's 16th birthday, Chappelle. What according to Ben, it's not a big deal. But like, are you into birthdays or no?
No, I'm not a birthday guy. I'm the type of person you invite to your birthday. Like, tell me to come to your
Oh,
birthday. I'm coming with gifts. We're gonna drink. We're gonna have a good time. But my birthday, I never celebrate my birthday. Like, I'm always like, it's fine. Um, yeah,
that's
like
crazy.
it just never comes up. People are like, "Oh, what are you gonna do for your birthday?" I'm like, probably nothing. Probably just chill. But I think that just comes from me like going to everybody else's birthday.
Got
So
it.
by the time mine rolls around, I'm like, I don't have to
But
do
you're
anything for my
March,
birthday.
right?
I'm an April baby. I'm an
April. Sorry.
Aries, an
Yeah,
April
yeah,
Aries.
yeah. But April is
And
still like early.
yeah, and so like people are just like, no, it just never comes up. So I'm like, I'm fine with that. It's cool. I spend a lot of time at other people's
Chappelle's
stuff.
friends and family, please throw him a surprise birthday next
No, do
April.
not do that. I
Yes.
hate surprises.
No, but that's the point. See, no, okay. Here's my thing. I say I hate surprises, but I love them, but I hate them, if that makes sense. As in, like, one, no one can ever keep surprises from me. Like, I'm
Mhm.
a sicko. And even when my poor husband was proposing, I knew it was happening. So it's just like no one can keep it from me. And I am a super sleuth. So, like, I will find out if you're not telling me.
Mhm.
So that's why, is it like, do you hate surprises, or has it just not been done well for you?
That might be a good point because now that I think about it, you know what I really hate? We the us Christians that celebrate, the Christmas, they do the Secret Santa sometimes,
Oh, yes.
and I hate Secret Santa so much because I feel like if I pull your name, I got you. I've paid attention to the things we've talked about. I know exactly what you're gonna get before I even pulled your name. Like I know what each person in the room could get from me, and and you're gonna love it. And then every year someone pulls my name and it's bum like trash gift, and I have to fake be happy about it. I think one year I got a dope gift, and it wasn't even super thoughtful. It was just something that they knew I would like, and it was like 10. Like it was like I'm a sock guy. I wear a lot of like colorful socks at work, you know, with my suits and things of that nature. And my coworker was sitting directly next to me, and we did Secret Santa, and she just like slid the box over to me, and I was thinking like, oh, what is this? You know, like I knew I was getting a gift because it's Secret Santa. I opened it, and it just like 20, 30 pairs of just like the most colorful socks. And I was like, and she got me 2 pairs. I'd have been like, oh my God, thank you. It was like 25. I was just like, thank you so much. Like, this is the best thing. It's just fucking socks. So, but for me, it was just like the biggest deal because my Secret Santa gifts always suck.
Wait, what have you, if socks are like good gifts, what are like bad? Maybe let's not put people on blast, but
no,
like,
it's just that you could tell people didn't put any thought into it. Like for the socks is like, that was such an easy gift for me because everybody knew like there's a guy wearing a bunch of socks, but like, it would just be something like, why did you get this to me? I'm not using this. Like,
yeah, that's real.
You know.
I feel like I'm easy to please. Like when it comes to gifts, my family and friends will not say that, but like I think that like if you I'm into Harry, you know, I'm into very basic things like Harry Potter, you know, like all this kind of stuff. So I was like, yeah, you just have to get me stuff like that. I remember my sorority sisters were really good at doing that because we had to like we had a budget, and then we would give like 7 things I really would like. And I remember one year, someone bought me 25 earrings. And like I'm like very into earrings, and I like dollar store earrings. Like I don't care to pay a lot of money for them because I lose them, break them, whatever. But she got me 25, like a whole like bag, and I was just like, and then she got me some crop tops, and I was like, what more does college Sasha need in her life?
Right,
nothing. Okay, so no, I agree with you, Chappell. I think like people like us that are very thoughtful, the problem is that because we're so thoughtful, we're like, well, this is what I would have done for me.
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
I throw my own birthday parties for that reason.
Oh, see, and I just don't even bother with it. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't know. Like, I don't like surprises. I don't like.
Great. So we'll do a trip for your birthday next time, and then it'll be some surprises planned. And there's what you're.
Oh my God, I would be stressed the whole time. Like I would be like, "What's happening? What's about to happen? What's the surprise?" Like I would not enjoy myself. Please do not try to surprise me.
No, but that's the point. Like you're supposed to like as soon as you get on the plane, the surprises have to start. So this way, like you don't feel like, oh, something's coming. It's like, no, it's constantly gonna be coming. So you're gonna be like, oh, this was it. Got it. This was it. Oh, maybe there's a little bit more.
Nah,
that's the point. That's how
I would have a panic attack. I do not need that in my life. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Well, look, anything has to be better than Ben's birthday party because, like you said, he says it's just the 16th. It's not a monumental one, but he's lying.
But it is. Yeah.
He knows this. He's just trying to downplay this because obviously his parents don't care about him. They get him a cake with his basically a cake with his face on it, like the shape of his head.
Like him. I want to make that clear. It just looks like some random white dude.
Yeah, just generic white boy cake. But they give it to him because they have no clue what his interests are. Yeah. So not a great sweet 16.
Is that? Yeah. Did you have a good sweet 16?
You think I had a sweet 16?
Oh, 16th birthday. Is that a thing for boys? Do boys care?
I don't think so. So me and my cousins were all super close, and we all turned 16 around the same time, like three or four of us. And so my cousin Danielle, she was like I want a sweet 16. So everybody like was throwing her a party in her town. And then I have another cousin who was there, and he was like, oh, okay, well, he's in the same town, so he'll have they were like a joint party. Well, my birthday was in April. Her birthday is in December. His is in August. We're all 4 months apart. So it was kind of like randomly in like July, just so it would be in the middle ground. And so I come from Houston to go to this sweet 16 party where it's supposed to be all joint for all of us. But I'm from Houston. None of my friends came to this. So I was the only one there for my party. So yeah, again, I don't like surprises. I don't celebrate birthdays.
Oh my God. Yeah, I turned 16 at Disney World. Like we had like the extra hours, and like it was at like Cinderella's castle.
See, that's special.
Yeah, I know. My family is my mom is very extra with birthdays, and I got front row Chris Brown tickets, and everyone knows that story. After what happened with that. Um,
Yeah, didn't he sweat on you and you said you were never gonna wash it off? Is that what happened? Do the
yes,
Never Have I Ever listeners know that story?
yes. If you listen to Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, with
Which you
Mari,
should
so
be.
not yeah, 2 episodes ago now, we talked about going to concerts, and yes, Chris Brown's sweat fell on me, and it was the best day of my life. I will say that. And my mom was there with me. It was amazing. We had a great time. And then I taught her how to pop lock and drop it because they were the opening act. Baby, no, Hurricane Chris was the opening act. Yes. But anyway, so Ben's family, unfortunately, was like, we'll give you this cake. And because you're the biggest star, get him a Clippers cake. You just he had tickets to that, idiot.
Basketball. It's right there. Like, we only have seen him for 8 episodes, and we know that he's a basketball fanatic.
Yeah.
Rick and
Or
Morty. We know
Reddit
these things.
cake, something.
Yeah, like
Damn. Oh,
not a
it's
Reddit
again.
cake.
Ask Chappelle and I to plan your surprises because we're obviously very good at that. But anyway, and then Ben's dad says, sweetheart, like, I gotta go. Actually, we can't be with you. It's 2 Chainz restaurant opening, so I gotta go.
Yeah, he's got a new line of spiced rum. He needs us to be there. It's in the Caribbean, so if it's cool with you, Ben, me and your mom are just gonna take off. What did they expect for Ben to say? What could he have said here? Like, he can't say, like, no, don't leave me and go to your fancy vacation with this rapper and all his spiced rum and free stuff. Like, stay with me and my birthday cake that y'all don't care about.
Well, why can't they take Ben with them? Maybe because they want to be debaucherous. But, like, to me, it's like, if you have that much money, can't you, like, hire some people to be like, Ben is going to have the best day ever if I bring in Andy Samberg. So let me just pay Andy Samberg or, whoever. It doesn't need to be A-list. Let's get down to C-list. Who can we get, like, to give Ben the day of his life? It's so easy if you got money.
Right. And they didn't even try. They just like, okay, well, sounds like you want us to go. Well, bye.
But we'll cancel if you want us.
Yeah. But no, he's like, no, it's fine. They're like, cool. So we're going to throw you, here's $1,000, throw a party. We'll see you later.
Yeah. And did you see that their bags were already packed by the entrance?
They were leaving.
I was like, shut up, you losers.
They were
liars.
Leaving. But they threw $1,000 at him, though. Like, I wish at any point in my childhood, someone would have just handed me $1,000. I definitely would not have thrown a party. But not that kind.
That he should have a party.
Yeah, but you give me $1,000, I'm buying stuff. Okay,
I think I would have thrown a party.
I would not have thrown a party. I would have had shoes. I would have had video games. Like, they would have came back and they were like, "How was your party?" It's like, "Oh, it was fine. It's just me with all these bags, like, from different stores that I went shopping at." $1,000.
$1,000 would go fast, though. I feel like on like expensive things, especially like that's one bag. So.
Yeah, he was 16.
Like, let's get me. Yeah, he's 16. That's true. 16-year-olds are dumb. They're gonna buy pizza. I don't know.
I would have bought pizza.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Oh my God. I also was just laughing because Ben's dad was like a really awful, again, Jewish stereotype. He's like boobala. And I was like, really, has anyone in the, like, if you're a Jewish listener, Ashkenazi Jewish listener, rather, I should say, can you tell me if your parents actually talk to you like this? Maybe your grandparents, but like, stop with the stereotypes, please. And then, mom was like, just give us some money. Bye. And then they left. That's it. The poor Ben. Like, my God.
Yeah. A big problem with this is that they give him some money and say throw a party, but we've learned that Ben doesn't really have a lot of friends. He actually only has 2 and they are nowhere near him. So who was he supposed to be invited to this party? If you knew anything about your kid, you would know that this does not work.
At this time, I'm like, oh, he's having a party with the housekeeper, and they're just gonna like do a bunch of fun things, like a montage type moment. But like, I don't know, poor Ben. And then they're at school now, where Devi's very stressed. She's like, "Have you seen?" She has Ben. Of all the people in the world, have you seen Eleanor and Fab? So of course, Ben's shady ass goes, "No, my eyes can't pick up anything below a 6. What are you?"
I mean, he doesn't have to look at himself. He just,
Yeah, in
but
the mirror, he's like, "Wow, there's no one in this mirror."
he's like John Cena. You can't see him. But for Ben, I think Davy goes to him because she's that desperate. She's just
Yes,
like,
that's
I have
true.
to ask the first person I see, like, have you seen my friends?
Yeah.
And Ben, of course, has a dunk on her like they always do. But she actually seems like she's about to get through to him. But before he can, get into the conversation, your guy, Mr. Shapiro, shows up
Not
and
my guy.
he says, birthday acknowledgement, Ben, because I can't assume that it's happy. I can't assume that you feel bad on your birthday either. So you know what? Feel however you want. Just make sure your birthday is yours.
I will say, I think that's okay on account that Ben's having a pretty shit birthday.
So
So
it's
the
like,
one
happy
time,
birthday. Like, no.
yeah, the one time I feel like broken clock is right twice a day, right? It's very much that
Mhm.
moment because I was like, actually, Mr. Shapiro's not wrong. And I will say, Davy does get a dig in because she says, "Oh, I'm too tired for you to pretend to have standards. Shut up, Ben." And then Davy goes, "It's your birthday, smack. It's the one day I have to be nice to you. Where was this in the contract, Chappelle?"
Yeah, I guess that's just something that Davy feels strongly about. Like, it's your birthday,
Hmm.
let me be kind to you. And this is the one day. So why didn't he just lead with that? Like, hey, it's my birthday, so calm down. But she finds out, like, this is your big day. I know you're throwing a party. No, Sasha, he's a low-key man of mystery. He will not be throwing a party. He just wants to, spend time to himself. Look at Ben.
Being 16 life apparently. And then Paxton immediately starts showing Davy pictures, and then she forgets all about her friends. And Davy's very into it, and then all of a sudden, why does he do this? Because he says, "David, I'm actually having a party at my house, you should come."
Yeah. Let's talk about this. What do you think Ben is doing here? Because the last time we saw them talk, he did find out that, like, this was a big charade, like,
Mm-hmm.
hey, they weren't actually sleeping together, and she made it all up. So was this him trying to maybe protect her from Paxton? Was he trying to make a move on her? What is going on with this? Because it's just so sudden and it seems like it's out of nowhere.
Yeah. So to me, it felt like he is like being, because the way he looks at her, like he was trying to save her from the coyote too. Paxton just got there beforehand. So I do feel like they had a connection, like a friend connection at the Model UN trip. And then I think he's kind of about it a little bit, which we see
Mhm.
later on. But I do think that like it's almost, I don't know if you had that with anyone in high school, but like I remember like my high school boyfriend, like, yeah, we like did not like each other. And then all of a sudden, we like kissed. And then I was like, oh. So I will, yeah.
Mhm.
So I will say, like, I can see that. I think that's very high school to where like you're almost consumed by this person because of maybe like hate, but like there's a thin line.
Yeah. It's like, if you really didn't care about them, you wouldn't be thinking about them. And you
Yeah,
spend so much of your time thinking about each other. And even Melanie tells Ben last episode, Davy, all she does is talk about you. She talks about how you're
exactly.
ruining her life. She talks about how you're beating her at school. So he knows Davy is at least has some type of feeling toward him. It might not be like, but it's definitely like not indifference.
Yeah.
I just thought it came out of nowhere. Like, for a second, I thought like he saw the Paxton thing and thought, oh, let me cut in, so it won't be so awkward, maybe, or
Hmm.
something. But very quickly, he's like, I'm having a party. Paxton says, oh, can I come? David's like, yeah, can he come? And then can Trent come? And then, like, boom, 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 boom. Now
Oh my
everybody's
God.
invited to this party that Ben just made up.
And Ben is like, I just wanted me and Davy. And also, what was Endgame? Who else was he gonna invite to the party? Like, was it gonna be Eve because she's Jewish, and then and then the rest of the year, like Fabiola, Eleanor, and Oliver? Like, was that gonna be the squad? Because I'm very
Mm.
confused by Ben. Like, how was this gonna play out? Because Davy would have dragged him to hell if it was just them two at the house. So, and
Yeah.
Shira, what about Shira? Like,
Yeah, what about his girlfriend? But Ben doesn't even know that the UN has broken up at this point. So
yes.
so, so maybe he was gonna invite her friends. It just seemed like
Yeah.
he was. That's why I felt like he was just trying to cut in the conversation. Like, he didn't actually have a plan. He was just
Yeah.
like, let me just break this up. But when Davy's like, oh yeah, Paxton can come too. That's what. Wait. Hold on. I didn't know. I
He's
thought
like,
y'all
y'all are
weren't
cool
good.
again. Yeah,
Right. When did
exactly.
that happen? Ooh, that's the worst. I hate when your friend is mad at somebody, and so you're mad at that person too, and then they've gone back to the person that they were mad at. It's like I thought we all hated that person. Now all of a sudden they're here. Why are they here? I hate it. I hate it so
That's why you
much.
cannot like get too honest about your friend, especially with their like people that they're into, because then all of a
Mhm.
sudden they're like this again, and then they're gonna tell their friend, "Well, guess what Chappelle said about you," and then you're like,
Uh-huh.
"Dude, what?"
Right. I was just trying to protect you, but or stand up for you in that moment. But
It was
now
like,
you got me looking
"Oh."
dumb. Mhm.
Exactly. And then the UN, Fabiola and Eleanor do show up finally, and they're being very cold to Davy. They're like, "Meh." And then Davy's like, "Well, Paxton had an." Then they all, class is over all of a sudden, and then Davy walks out and tries to talk to them, and she's like, "Well, Paxton had an emergency too." The gall of
Mhm.
Davy to say he had what if they asked what the emergency was? What were you gonna do, dummy?
Yeah, she's out here playing like dress up. While and
Yes.
Fabiola asks a great question. She says, "Was his emergency more important than Eleanor's mom abandoning her for the second time in her life?" Like, no, Davy, no, it wasn't, and there's nothing you can say about this at all to make it okay. It's just not okay.
It's ridiculous. Like it's just unfortunate. Like I do want to say, I know that like it's a trope that a lot of girls do like end up leaving, they're or I mean I don't know that it's just girls, but because I'm a girl I'm saying that, but a lot of people I think do end up changing when they get into relationships, or they like have a crush, what, or not crush, but like they're with their entanglement. So
Mhm.
it's really interesting because I will say Davy seems to be one of those people, and like Davy, we're better than that. Like we will never be that person. Um and they even start talking about Davy's like, well, we can go to Ben's party together. And I love that the two of them are like, we're going, just not with you.
Right. Like we didn't care that you were going to be there. Sorry. Um yeah, it's a lot. Eleanor is currently wearing beige and she has erased all the drama and the color and the
Yes.
creativity from her life. And so she's not only being cold to Davy, but she's also kind of cold in her appearance. And Fabiola has to tell Davy, look, even Eric cared more about
Hmm.
Eleanor's moment with her mom. He gave her a bag of hard gummy worms. And Fab says that they once left a funeral for Davy just because Nick Jonas and your girl Priyanka got married.
Like, oh my, like this is where Davy's just a shit friend. Like I just like it's awful because what does it matter? Listen, were we all like, I can't believe Priyanka Chopra is the Indian girl you ended up marrying? Does she look like your auntie? I think so, but it's fine. They can be happy together. Not even that I'm into Nick Jonas, very much the Joe Jonas train here, but still, I was just like, I was sad when they got married, but I would never be like
Leave the
sad.
funeral, come help me.
Yeah, because like, and to me, it's very much like, oh, white boys do like Indian girls. I did not realize this, because when I was in high school, like with Davy, I was just like, oh, the popular guys are not into me. But now I'm like, oh, they were just idiot like white guys that I don't care about. And now I laugh about.
Mhm.
But so I'm just like Davy, like get over yourself, please. Because to me, she's still not apologetic because it takes her so long to realize Eleanor was dressed like that. And then, she's talking about how that was very hard on her when Nick Jonas left. And then Eleanor finally was like, well, my mother leaving was hard on me. Stupid.
I mean,
Yeah.
it makes more sense for them to care about Eleanor's mom than Davy's made up relationship in her mind
With
with
Nick
Nick Jonas.
Jonas and with Paxton made up again. Uh
It's a pattern. It's definitely a
Exactly.
pattern.
And then, they said, we're taking a friend break from you. Bye-bye. And that's a
Yeah.
wrap.
Maybe losing them will make them appreciate their friend more. Have you ever had to have a friend break with your friend group? Like,
No.
see,
In not very obviously, but yes, like again, the same friend that called me 8 years ago. Yeah, him and I used to get into a lot of fights together.
mhm.
And we would definitely have to be like, we need to take a break from each other. Don't talk to me at track. Don't look at me. Like you do your own thing. So okay,
Yeah.
maybe that's true. We did. In college, not so much, but I think in college you're so consumed with your own thing that you end up taking breaks naturally because you're part of
Mhm.
different, like I was part of different crews or cliques, whatever, than my friends anyway. So I had breaks from them, like where I would only see them at night and stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Have
this is
you?
definitely. Oh no. See, I don't ever get that involved with any group of people to where like
Yeah.
me disappearing would make an impact on them. It's more
Aw.
like, yeah, it's more like they're happy to see me, and then like if I'm like annoyed at somebody, I could just go, and no one's gonna like,
Oh,
oh,
that's
where's
real.
Chappelle? You know, like I just have to separate myself. But I've never had to have like an official breakup like they did. They were like, no,
Yeah.
we have to draw the line in the sand here. And so it was kind of sad to see. And this even pushes Davey to go visit our friend Dr. Ryan, who we haven't seen for a couple episodes.
Exactly. Which because I was very sensitive. I was like, please, Davy needs therapy. She needs therapy. Because she's spiraling. And then
Mm.
Dr. Ryan, starts saying, well, what did you mess up? Like, tell me everything. And Davy's like, well, if women don't support each other and take or accept each other's apology, how can the view move forward? What are you doing with this false feminist
Uh,
nonsense?
using the view as her like her benchmark for what
Feminist rhetoric.
women
Yeah.
relationships and things of that nature. It's like I wouldn't pick people who were placed on a panel to argue specifically as a group that is valuing each other's apologies. They get paid to do this job, Davey. They're
And with
not
Meghan
friends.
McCain.
Well, formerly with
Yeah.
Meghan McCain. I don't know who's
Oh,
replaced
right.
her at this point.
She finally left, but
I'm glad. I'm glad. Yeah, whatever. I
yuck.
said it.
Oh, duh, period.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that's why I was just like, you're a hot mess. Why are you even watching The View? Like
She's she's
like how old
spiraling.
are you? She's such a
She's
mess.
she doesn't watch The View. She just likes to use talking points when she's trying to deflect from actually, dealing with her issues. And that's largely what this therapy session ends
Yeah.
up being about. Because Davey says, I don't give any F's. I give zero F's about losing
Yeah.
my friends because now I got cooler friends. I got Paxton. I got Trent. I don't have to
Exactly.
focus on those things. But
Which is
Dr.
so
Ryan,
sad.
yeah, and Dr. Ryan correctly says, like, no, you're just trying to distract yourself with Paxton and his life and his friends because you don't want to have to deal with your friends and losing them, but you also don't want to have to deal with losing your dad. And that's when Davey just cracks.
Yeah, because she's just like, I'm a teenager. All I think about is boys anyway. Like, is it my fault that my dad died and my friends are bitches? Like, no. But it's unfortunate that she's not understanding her trauma and like that's why she's not even letting anyone else like get that close to her or even get that like she's not ready to get vulnerable, I think, with anyone. And I think whenever something like that serves her comes up, she's quickly like able to jump onto that boat because I think being there for other people is just, I don't think she has the emotional like space to do that. And I don't think she realizes that, unfortunately. Which is just such a bummer because like good friends are like way more important than anything else in this world to me. So it's just such a bummer that this is where she is because she loses it, Chappelle. And then she says, so you want me to deal with my sadness by being more sad? And Dr. Ryan is like, yeah, you kind of need to get through this. And she said, maybe I should get a new therapist.
Ouch. Ooh. But listen, Davey's doing a lot. Like I said, we have identified that she is cracked.
Yes.
She is no longer like speaking rationally at all.
No.
She's just lashing out like she does with her friends, like she does with other people, like she does with her mom. Like she's going full Davey here. And so Dr. Ryan, the professional that she is, says, you know what? Maybe you could benefit from a different approach. Maybe someone else can get through to you in a way that I cannot, because obviously this is not working. But like I said, Davey's too far gone. All she hears is, you're leaving me like everybody else. You want to break up with me like my friends did. It's over.
Oh my God. Which is also so wild because like, again, as a person that flies off the handle very quickly, I do understand what Devi means, where she's trying to. It's obvious that she's like, when she says, well, I need to break up with you, like she wants the other person to be like, no, like, fight a little. So I just find it very funny that it's like people call her on her shit and like I don't think she can deal with it. Like she's classic, like I'm low-key pushing you away, but only because I actually want you really close.
Boo. Like, we give her a pass because she's 16, but
Yes.
make no mistake, as an adult, if you're listening to this and you do this, stop it. It's not great. It's not great. People should not
Chappelle
have to
talking
chase
to me
people.
right now.
Yeah, people should not have to chase people. If you want
I
people to be in your
know.
life, be kind to them and they will be kind to you. And if they're not kind to you, separate yourself. But don't push people away in hopes that they'll say, no, please don't go.
And
Because that
don't
will
play
leave you like
games with
Davey.
them.
Yeah,
That's the
don't play with
worst
games with
thing.
people's
Yeah.
lives. It happens. It happens to the best of us. I'm looking at myself now, but try not to do that. So
Yes. Anyway, and then so Davy's obviously in a like Davy is just breaking now, and then she comes
mhm.
home, and then God, like Nalini is attracted to a clock because what in the Beauty and the Beast shit is this? Because
No, the Scooby Doo clock.
yeah, because she's like, oh, this clock is so handsome. I'm blushing,
It's a
ma'am.
grandfather clock. It's an older gentleman. He's
It's a
not.
zaddy.
It's a zaddy clock. And she wants to use this clock to impress Kamala's future husband, Prashant. Now, I just don't know what Nalini thinks people are impressed by. But if I come to your house to see a grandfather clock, I might acknowledge it, but it is not going to change my opinion of you, like for the better or the worse. It's just a clock.
Yeah, I think like Nalini is trying to get some masculine energy into the house. That's what I feel like it comes down to. Cause like, what the hell?
Yeah, it's such a random thing. And poor
Yeah, and then
Kamala,
yeah.
she does not care. She doesn't.
Oh my god! And then they slam the door. Davy slams the door, of course, very Davy like, and you could tell like they get very scared, like it's a shock, a jump scare, but they're like, oh, Davy's home, got it.
Yeah, typical Davy. She's coming in looking for a fight, honestly. She's slamming doors,
Yes.
like, what's up with that Scooby Doo clock? Like, all right, Davy, calm down.
Oh my god.
We're trying to impress Kamala's husband, she doesn't want to marry, but okay, we're just trying to make sure that when he comes, he has a nice time, he's impressed, he wants to marry her. And then Davy does the thing that she's not supposed to do. She just, for no reason, lies to her mom and says, hey, I would like to go to Eleanor's house so we can study French. And just a bold-faced lie. Just bold-faced lie.
And then Nalini goes, I'm a dermatologist. Half my patients are these damn acne-faced teenagers. And boy, they love to talk. You want to go to a party, you want to do alcohol, and you want to do opioids. So shut up.
Does she want to do opioids? Davy, she jokes a lot about it, but do you think she would do?
I think Davy's one of those people that's going to try anything once. I really do feel that, unfortunately.
I think she thinks it's cool to be edgy like that, to talk about
it.
Yeah, because like she had said to Ben earlier in the season, like, oh, like I do drugs, and he's like, no, you're never cool enough to do intravenous drugs. Like, who are you? So I think she just thinks it makes her cool somehow, and it's such a weird flex.
Yeah, this is another thing where like that just wasn't something I was like cared about in high school, and none of my friends, like, we weren't like, oh, if we drink we're cool, or if we smoke we're cool. Like, it was never something we did. And we got drug tested because we did track, so it wasn't even like we could, but just very weird. Like, it's almost like she looked at what Riverdale kids were doing and she's like, great, that's cool, got it.
Yeah.
It's not. And then she says, but it's Ben's birthday. You know how lonely he is. He's going to hurt himself.
That was low. You cannot joke about somebody like being in a mental state where they'll hurt themselves so that you can go to a party. Dave, like I said, this is Davy lost. She's just not herself, or she's her worst version of herself, because that was a low blow. Like, he might hurt himself. Like, Nalini could have called somebody. She could have called a hotline or his parents. It could have gotten real.
And not even that. Nalini goes, the only person that's going to hurt themselves is you. Did you forget Miss Bit by a Coyote at a damn party?
Coyote girl, yes. Oh
my God.
Yeah, it's Devi has dug herself into a hole that she can't even get out of. And Nalini's just like, hey, you're going to spend the evening with Kamala. You're going to study. Even Kamala tries to get out of this. She's like, yeah, I have a thing at the library. And Nalini's like, no, I pay for good internet here and you're going to use it. So
that's literally like that's the version of we got internet at home. Why are you want to go anywhere?
I pay for high-speed internet. Where are you going? And that I felt that in my soul. Like, that's definitely something my mom would have told me if she ever paid for high-speed internet.
Oh my God. Was that even a thing when we were in high school with the freaking AOL?
Do, 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 blue, blue, do, do, do. They're like, no, there's no way. Like that
And then some
dial up that
idiot
we
picks up
use.
the phone and you're like, I gotta
I,
start over.
I think I tried to get like a separate phone line one time because I think I saw it on TV and someone was
Yeah.
like, they had a separate phone line so they could use the phone and be on the internet at the same time. And I told them, like, hey, what if we got a separate phone line so I could do my homework? And she was like, boy, if you don't get out of here with that bull. Like, she
Oh my
didn't
god,
believe that for
I
two,
could
2 seconds.
never. Yeah,
I
there was
tried to
no
say
way.
it was for homework. Like, I can't study and do like research projects and things with you, like on the phone and things. No, she saw through that as quickly as as Melanie saw through this plan.
Yeah.
So
Should go to the
it just doesn't
library.
work.
That's what your mom said.
Yeah, she and did. My mom has dropped me off at plenty of libraries when I was in high school.
Very much same. Oh my god. Anyway, and then we know that Nalini is going to go take her squad to the her workplace, the nurses, to see the waitress because apparently, in American workplaces, you need to give perks to get them to be excited to get a paycheck. Which I was like, I've never been called out so badly by someone that doesn't know me.
Right. I was. She did not lie. She did not lie. We like things and stuff.
Yeah.
Paycheck is not enough. Sorry.
Absolutely not. Guess how many people can give me a paycheck? A lot. Actually, today
Right.
I'm unemployed right now, so maybe not. But
Sasha. Unemployed by choice. By choice.
yes, it is by choice, everyone. I want to make that clear. Yes. But anyway, so she does, very conveniently say she'll be home by 11, and Devi needs to be in bed. Wink, wink, Cinderella. Like what? Like, why did you even give her a time? Bad move.
She gave her a bedtime at the house. Like, it's not gonna happen. Like, Kamala is not the type of cousin to hold her to that anyway. But we'll find out later that there's more reasons why this was never gonna work.
Yeah, unfortunately. But here we are, and then we get a quick cut to Ben's house where they're getting ready for the party. We it's so awkward because Trent and Marcus are like spiking the juice and calling it grandma juice because one sip, oh my god, this is so embarrassing. I don't even want to say it, but like will leave you demented, which is like, what the hell?
So dumb.
These boys are so stupid.
It's so dumb. But Trent went from being like his dad's a sommelier or something, so he knows his wines, but for some reason he's just making trash can punch here and calling it demented grandma juice.
A mess.
Yeah. God. So but back at home, we see Devi, of course, having issues because her calculator dies, and she goes to find Kamala because she's like, "I need a calculator." She
where the batteries? Like, why you don't know where the batteries are in your own house?
Yeah. You would think anybody knows. Well, you would think anybody knows where the batteries are for the calculator. It would be Devi. Like, she's the only one using it in the house. But she bursts into Kamala's room and sees Kamala with Steve.
Oh my god. I could never be doing that with someone in the house. That scared what?
Yeah. They were just kissing, but it could have gone further. And it apparently wasn't the first time because Steve says, no. I can film around basically blindly on your roof. I've been climbing around on outside your house for months at this point. I can do it with my eyes closed.
Listen, we know a lot of people would do that for Kamala, like Chappell.
Yes. Scale the wall.
100%. Oh my god, which I just find so funny because like she's supposed to be this goody two shoes, but like they were straight up making like on the bed, like it was just I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, in your auntie house, man.
My god,
you living reckless, Kamala. I guess you say I'm grown, but you ain't that grown. You ain't that.
I don't even think I could do it now. Yeah, if like I were single, oh my god. Yeah, to bring someone to my mom's house? Oh my god.
I mean, but like, even wouldn't that be awkward if your mom just walked into her living room and you're like kissing all over your husband? Like, but even if it's your husband, she would still be like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, my mom would be like, "Get a room, loser." It's like, my mom's like, "I want grandchildren, but not like this." And I'm just
not
kidding.
In my damn house. But but it's funny. We are more ashamed, and Kamala is ashamed, but Devi is so proud.
This is Davy's like wet dream. Like, let's be honest.
Yeah. She's like, oh, thank God you're not perfect. You're not perfect. You've been sneaking boys into the house. We're the same. We're both bad.
Oh my god. I love how Kamala's like, Steve's a coworker. Why you tongue down your coworker's throat then?
So listen, don't do that. Coworker relationships, that gets messy. So that wasn't even a good cover up, Kamala. That really
Oh
wasn't.
my god. I've never been caught like that, so I'm like very afraid of stuff like this. Like I absolutely not. And then Davy's like, you finally have my respect. Which Kamala's like, that is very rude, Davy.
That is, Kamala's out here like she's super smart. She's in medical school. Like, just what are you doing? Why are you just not respecting her because she's out here kissing on Steve when she should be getting married to Prashant soon? Why
Prashant,
does that? Yeah,
hey,
why is that the
listen.
thing that earns her respect?
So dumb. And then Davy was like, but I'm gonna have to blackmail you, right?
Oh, she's like, look,
Oh
I
my god, that was
respect
so
you,
good.
but you leave me no choice. I need to go to this party and you're gonna help me because no one can know about your thing, and now no one can know about our thing. We have a joint secret, so we're bonded now.
Yeah, like cue in the evil laugh.
He's out of control.
Oh my gosh, she's a mess. But obviously we knew this was coming as soon as we heard the 11 p.m. cutoff. And then Kamala drops Davy off in an Uber. Why didn't Steve drive?
Right. Does Steve not have a car? I mean, it looks like they're going to take an Uber regardless. He's just like, Davy, okay, get back home on your own. Like, this is a 16-year-old. You just dropped her off at an Uber in maybe a different neighborhood because we know Ben has a lot of money and he's got a huge house. You just ditched your cousin like that. Kamala had she had things to do. Okay. She was
people
like,
to do. Okay.
Yeah. She was like, all right, Davy, whatever you want. I got to get out of here.
Exactly. And she said, don't drink too many sodas or you'll be up all night. Kamala, you think they're going to be drinking sodas at a freaking, what is it? A non-parent party? Like, well, what are you doing, Kamala? And then, it's like, and if you're not home by 11, I can't protect you from you-know-who. Not Voldemort.
I mean, right. Like, look, we don't want to say her name. She might find out. Kamala says, hey, I can help you as much as I can help you, but once Melody gets there, all bets are off. I got to cover my own back.
Exactly. Oh my god. And then Davy walks in. She's like, "Oh, I'm at the party. I just don't want to walk in to Eleanor and Fabiola. That's all that matters to me. But it's a party. No one's gonna see." And then bam, they're the first people she sees. How awkward is that?
They were waiting for her at the door.
So
yeah.
And then Oliver's like, "We pre-partied. You didn't come."
Yeah, I guess Oliver forgot that Davy was not invited to those functions because they're not friends anymore. But my issue with Davy going to this party is that Davy doesn't have any friends. I don't know why you would go to a party. Sasha, you said this before. You're not the type to go to the party by yourself. But Davy's like, I'm going to go to this party by myself. Your friends are going to be there and they're mad at you. You also know Paxton barely cares about you. What was her goal? What did she intend to happen?
Paxton and Trent are her friends, Chappell. What do you mean?
So much in common with them, I'm sure.
Yeah, they're besties. They gave her a freaking name, like a nickname. So obviously they're besties. And not even, and then to me, weirdly enough, Ben is actually the only person she can hang out with, but Ben has a girlfriend. So what's she gonna do, boo? Who are you gonna hang out with? But then again, she's seen, I think, that Shira does not hang out with Ben in public.
So you think she went with the intention of hanging out with Ben? There's just no way I can see that in my head. Yeah.
Like, as in, like, I'm going to be cool and talk to Paxton, but I do have a few people to fall back on.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would think. But I would never do such things because, like, I'm not, no one is going to have me looking stupid out here. Like, no one ever.
Yeah. And she can't really find anybody to hang out with except Ben because
a mess.
Her friends basically tell her, like, hey, we're still not cool. We're about to go. Jonah says he feels tension in the air. So they ditch her. And so she's just wandering around the house looking for people. And of course, it's just Ben, who also doesn't have any friends.
Exactly. And Ben is like, David, you came. Oh my God. And then she's like, I can't believe how rich you are. Is this where The Bachelor was shot? Nope, just Peloton. What is going on? Like, this poor little rich boy. And then he's like, let me give you a tour. It's a party. But sure.
He has nothing else to do except play cribs. And so he shows her the big home theater that he has, literally a movie theater in his house.
Not even
And
that, they Chappelle, they tore down a historical landmark so that they could build the theater.
of course they did.
Stop it, people. But yeah, and then Davey was like, "Wouldn't your parents be mad?" And then we get the lonely boy story.
And this story touches me because I love this movie. But he says it's just like Home Alone, except like if Kevin McAllister's parents went to Paris and realized that they left him behind and just decided to stay.
Yeah. Oh my
That
god.
is so sad. And Kevin McAllister sucks. Like he's a horrible kid. And so
I
like for
like him.
if it, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's my movie. Like I respect him, but I mean, they're not great parents, and he is not that great of a kid. And so yeah,
Valid.
there were points on both sides, but
Yeah.
definitely you do not leave him stranded. But Ben's family has no problem just throwing some money at him and saying, "All right, have a good time, bye."
Yep. And then Davey's like, "Well, my mom would be pissed at me, and even more pissed if I came with that, if I didn't bring anything." So she gives him, a seized candy. Chappelle, is that your like cue? If someone gets you like a really nice gift and they're single, is that your cue to kiss them?
No. Especially
But
because
what if it was like a really thoughtful gift?
yeah. I'm not gonna make a move, but it's at that point I'm kind of like feeling it out to see like, okay, what are we talking about here? Like, because first of all, women do not give gifts a lot of times. They be expecting to get gifts a lot of times, but a lot of times you take a
women
woman
are
out
you? Oh, that's sad.
when you take a woman out on a date, they're like, "Hey, you're taking me out on a date," and so I'm used to like being very chivalrous and taking women out on dates. And rarely am I like looking for something, but women are often looking for something like, "So, what did you get me?" kind of thing. Like, so you make sure you have something. So it would actually kind of catch me off guard if I like reach to give her something and she gives me something. Oh, hi. Yeah, at that point, I'm probably about to propose.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me. You know me. Like,
Oh
is that where we are? So
that's so
yeah.
funny. Yeah, that happened to me once in college, but it's like a shitty story, so I'm not gonna say it on here.
And I'm not making a generalization about all women.
No,
About the ones that
it's
I've dealt with are often expecting a gift before
That's
they
really
are willing to
sad.
give one.
That's
Yeah,
very
women should give more
unfortunate.
gifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
We promote that here on Silent Podcast.
It's funny
Women giving
because
more
I've
gifts.
had the exact opposite, where
Oh, yeah?
I'm always given the gifts, and I don't really get gifts. In fact, and I can like shame my husband for it because he threw me the best 30th birthday ever. But like on my first birthday with him, we were young. I met him when I was 25. He did not give me a cake.
Oh, he didn't get you anything, or just not a cake?
Did he give me any? Well, yeah, sorry. So we went to London. Sorry, this was our second birthday. My second birthday with him. The first birthday I left him, I went to Vegas with my friends. But the first, yeah. So this was our first birthday. I think that we were together, first or second. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. He like paid for a few things on the trip, but like we split everything evenly because we were dating at the time. So it's not fair to make one person pay. But yeah, he did not give me a cake. And to this day, he has not lived it down. And you better believe I get the best cakes now. Like,
yeah,
the most like extra bomb. Like my 30th birthday cake had like gold in it. That's how much like I've shamed him. So yeah, I have never, like I said, gotten gifts from boys in the same way. So
no, I'm definitely a simp. I'm the one showing up with like the Valentine's Day heart box of candy.
Oh, okay.
Like,
I've done Valentine's Day. Does that count?
Like, but I mean, are you giving like? Because I'm not getting many gifts for Valentine's Day. I'm more like giving.
I go all out for Valentine's Day, and I will like. Thankfully, I will make it known that I'm giving you the gift so that you don't end up looking stupid and not show up. Like, I'm not in my high school bedroom, but like it's over. But like I still have all my Valentine's Day like bears that I've gotten from boys.
Why do you still have all those?
Because like one, they're like stupid. I don't actually care, but one is like my height. How am I gonna get rid of that?
I'll come get it. I'm about to come get it because I have a friend that I just met and I need to impress her.
I got you. I'll pay it forward. It's like in pristine condition because like what the hell do you do with it? Yeah, right. I like walked in to my apartment after chapter and it was sitting there waiting for me.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but I make it known. That's my problem. Is like I have never gotten gifts. I think out of like, well, except my husband, who again I've had because he doesn't care about birthdays. That's just like not his thing. So I feel that where I think I'm the person that will be like, I require gifts because I'm gonna give you very good gifts. So I got my
Mhm.
husband a fucking boat for his 30th birthday. Like, please. Yeah.
Ooh.
So
I can't wait till my birthday. My new friend Sasha is gonna hook me up. I want a boat.
yes.
He'll let me drive the boat.
Oh my god. Yeah, the captain did let him a little bit
Oh my
drive
gosh.
it, but I was not there. It was like him and his friends. But anyway, so the point is like I guess boys do like feel some kind of way if you get them a nice gift, but this wasn't even nice, it was candy. That they buy in bulk from Costco probably. But
Mhm.
Ben leans in for a kiss, y'all. And Davey
Oh.
says, "What the hell?"
Yeah, it's weird. So to this point, Davy doesn't have any warm feelings toward Ben apparently.
No.
And Ben later tells us that he's really drunk and he doesn't seem drunk, but we did see him drinking. So
I
I'll
don't
give him
think
the
he was
benefit of
drunk.
the I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he at least been drinking, and so maybe he was a little looser.
Oh,
But
yes.
it just feels
Okay,
so
yeah.
weird that he would feel like that was being reciprocated because Davy freezes up when he tries to give her, like, tries to kiss her.
Mhm.
He's like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" And so he's like, "Oh, you know what? We don't have to talk about it. It's fine." And she goes, "Yeah, it's all good." And he goes, "Oh, it's good." And he tries to kiss her again.
And she goes, "Do you have a girlfriend?" Like, oh my God,
Oh,
Ben, what are you doing, dude? And he's like, "Right, I'm sorry, I'm drunk." You're not. No one.
oh,
Listen. I agree that like your inhibitions do get lowered. Like I definitely, when I get drunk, like I'm not I don't even hug people when I'm like sober. Like it's not something I care to do. Like I love you. I don't need to hug you. But when I'm drunk, like I'm like, let's be best friends. Let's hold hands. We're going to do all of this. Like, my friend and I to this day make a joke because I got really drunk at a football game and I told my friend, we're going to be bros now.
yes, bros.
Yeah. And to this day,
Oh, yeah.
she like, that's like every time it's my birthday, like, that is her post for me because I got really drunk and I was like, I want to hug you and be your best friend.
That would be your bruh.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
apparently, y'all.
bros, wherever y'all are. Yeah.
So no, it's like Ben is stupid. I don't think he was that drunk because he talks about it later on where he said, "Did I do anything dumb or stupid?" But like, I was drunk when they were at school. He does bring it up again. That's why I know that he knows what was happening, Ben.
Yeah, his inhibitions might have been lowered a little bit, and also we know he's
Yeah.
in a very vulnerable place. He's been very
Yeah,
sad. His family just
exactly.
ditched him,
I think
so
it's
he thought,
that.
yeah, he thought he had a friend. He knows Davy has nobody.
Yeah.
We can be lonely together. He tries to make this move. It does not go over well, and now it's weird. Like,
Yeah, it's the only gift he's gotten too, which like breaks my heart.
yeah, and he's like, I'm drunk. I was drinking Trench Punch, but Davy, you make sure you don't drink Trench Punch because not that it's gonna get you drunk, but he just put his balls in it.
Ugh.
And yeah, he just put his balls in the punch and he's waiting on people to drink it so they can laugh. And they're currently laughing because they see somebody about to drink the punch, and it is Fabiola.
Oh my God. For like as a teenage boy expert, is that something boys like find funny? Because how dumb is that?
No, I think there is like an age range of boys
Got
that
it.
are just like really fascinated with their genitalia, and they think like stuff like butts and nudity is like very funny, and
Got it.
so
Got it.
like yeah, like I've worked in education for a very long time, and I will never work in middle school again, 6th, 7th, 8th grade ever again, because they're so hormonal and just crazy, and they think the weirdest stuff is funny, and they think like they're all touching each other, they don't know how
Oh
to
my
process it, they're all
God.
making fun of each other for going through changes. So yes, this is on brand for a like person, an immature person of that age to
Well, that's
be
trend.
goofy,
Yeah.
but I don't think you can never normalize putting your genitalia in a drink. That's
That's
just
so
stupid.
gross, y'all. Like to be better.
It's
And then
assault.
yeah. Oh, and then Davey's like, "Oh, it's my time to be a good friend." So, Fabiola's, of course, the one drinking it. So Davey runs to Fabiola and says, "No, don't drink the punch." And Fabiola's like, "Shut up." And she just keeps drinking it. And then I don't think Davey meant it, but like I think she stops, but her body, kinetic energy, she's still in motion. And bam, hits the punch, and the punch falls all over Fab's really crisp beautiful white suit.
Her icy white Angelica Houston suit. Did she got from? Was it Kohl's?
Kohl's.
Yes.
Oh
Tell
my
me you're Afro
God.
Latino without telling me you're Afro Latino. You was at Kohl's. Look,
Oh
my
my
family
God.
loves Kohl's. Okay, be in the mix every Christmas. Let
That's
Black
so
Friday
funny.
happen. My mom's coming out of Kohl's with boots and boots and boots. Like it's just
Very
like they
much
got boots
that.
for $22 there now. Like, oh,
Yeah.
mom,
We're
calm
the
down.
Macy's family. I think that's the Indian
Ooh.
version. Yeah. Where it's like, oh, it's Dillard's and Macy's. Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
JC
a
Penney,
good
remember?
sale.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I hate JCPenney so much. Anyway,
It's
I
so
don't want to
ratchet.
get more
Anyway.
more
Yes.
of
Yes.
more of my childhood trauma. But Sasha, the ball juice is what flies all over. That's what got me. Like, it wasn't just that it was punch, it was the ball punch. And it's
And it was
everywhere. It's
on
on
her
her face.
mouth.
Ew.
Oh.
Like, Davey, there wasn't a better way you could have done this.
Just yell.
Because
Like Trent put his balls in it. Don't drink it. Right? Like,
right.
why can't you
Shout.
just say that?
Mm-hmm. Like, just say it.
Bizarre. And then Fab is pissed. And Chappelle, she is popping off. Like the
I'm
fact that
popping off.
this sweet soul had to say that she's popping off. Like, oh, don't hurt Fabiola. And she said, I wanted one day to not be sucked into your drama, but of course I am drenched in it.
Right. And Davy's like, my dad died. What am I supposed to do? It's like, no. You can't use your dad dying as an excuse for treating us like crap. And that's exactly what she's been doing.
Yeah. And she said, you're a fake person because all you care about now is popularity and Paxton, nothing else. Camera pans to Pax, and Paxton is like, just, hot guy and like hands in his pockets. I was like, shut up, Paxton. And then, Fab says you don't give a shit about your real friends. You really don't. Even when Eleanor's mom abandoned her and I said I'm gay, you haven't been there for her. Pin drop silence.
Well, they're in a crowded party and Fabiola's yelling like, hey, Eleanor's mom. And when I said I was gay, and the crowd is like, oh. Okay, like
that makes sense. That checks out.
Well, no, the crowd seems interested when Fabiola says it, but of course Jonah like, oh yeah, since we're doing this now, I'm gay too. It's like, yeah, Jonah, we know.
Which is like ridiculous. Like honestly, oh my gosh, shut up, Jonah! Don't steal her moment. And then Fab is pissed because now she's like, oh my god, you just made me come out to the whole class. And then Eleanor says, yeah, we just miss our old friend. And you're lost. We don't know who you are. And here we go. Devi starts inching back and she says, I'm not lost. I should have just let you drink the ball juice. She's backing up. Bam, falls into the pool. Classic.
I know exactly where I am. Splash into the water. So yeah, but Paxton runs over to her aid. And that's probably her head is just getting bigger and bigger probably. Yep. And so while Paxton's trying to help Davy, Fabiola's inside and her suit's covered in ball juice. And so while they can't figure out a way to get this pink punch out of her, like her Angelica Houston suit, Eve comes over. We like that. Eve comes over and tries to console her. I'm like, hey. Coming out, it's tough. And you had a lot of guts. You had a moment where you had to come out and you confronted your friend and you handled all of that with, relative grace considering what's going on. So, she supports her in that moment. And Fabiola even gets to ask her like, well, maybe one day we can go get some food or something.
Yeah. And I love how Eve was like, yeah, after you pushed your friend into the pool. And she's like, I did not push my friend into the pool. How dare you?
That's how high school stories go, right? You see one thing and people are like, I saw you push her.
She did it, man. She did it. But of course, Paxton and Davy are, Davy's like, sorry, you keep having to rescue me at parties. I will say all of this is happening. You can tell Ben is like inching, like his body is like physically wanting to get close to Davy. But like Shira's like, let's go make out in your parents' bedroom. Shut up, Shira. Stupid idiot.
She's like, okay, I guess, whatever.
How sick is that to make out in someone's parents' bedroom? Like, that's weird. Don't do that. He has a perfectly fine bedroom. Do it there.
Yeah, but they're super rich, so he probably had like a really cool bedroom.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
Shira's doing this for clout. You know,
Oh,
Shira's in there with the
100%.
Instagram video, right? She's in there like laying in the bed, like peace signs and duck
Yeah, she's
face.
probably like, take pictures of me, Ben, please.
Right. And this huge pillow top bed, with all these thread counts and stuff like
Double
that. Like,
king
she's
bed.
posting it. Yeah, she's posting it.
Exactly.
So yeah.
But of course, Davy is like, she's loving it. She's in heaven because she's like, oh, I'm gonna put on your sweats. Like, thank God you have some sweats. And Paxton's like, yeah, cool. I mean, I like it because it makes me look good. At least he's on it.
Yeah, because she's like, you would think you were tired of saving me all the time. He's like, no, it actually it makes me look pretty cool. Because if you think about it, he rescued her from the coyote, and then what did he do? Post it on Instagram, and now he's like saving her from the pool, and so everybody saw that. Paxton he's about the clout too. Don't be fooled.
100%. 100%. And he just loves it. And to me, like, listen, I will say there is something about wearing the hoodie or clothes of like the person you are into, have a crush on. I know every boy has this reaction. For everyone listening, like Chappelle just shaking his head.
Because women stop stealing hoodies. Stop it. Stop stealing hoodies.
Stop wearing comfortable hoodies.
It's a crime. Like, oh my gosh, you don't know how many women have been like, you have the nicest sweatpants because they don't even give us pockets a lot of times. Like, well, I like my pockets and I like them back. Okay, but listen, we don't make the clothes. Like,
it doesn't matter. Sexism, man. It's hard. So they're not your sweatpants. They're our sweatpants. But sweatpants, and I would not wear those. But hoodies are the best. I will say
I've
that.
lost so many hoodies. And I get mad because I've seen like pictures of my hoodies on Facebook. Excuse me, ma'am. If you don't, all you can do is just like roll your eyes or comment and be like, do the eyeballs or something. I'm good at the eyeball emojis. I'm like, oh, I like that hoodie. And she's always like, thanks, or clicks like, super nail in the coffin, like twist the knife.
It's mine now. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, stop stealing hoodies. It's a crime.
No, it's the best thing ever. Yes, that is truly the best thing men are made for, to like buy good hoodies. Yeah, period. Oh my God. I also did that in high school, and it was a very much point of contention. And I was like, no, I don't think you understand. Like, you paid for this, but like, it's ours. And being a short girl, it's way more fun because it's like a Snuggie before Snuggies were invented. It's perfect. Oh my God. Because when you're dating someone that's 6 feet and you're 5 foot, it's perfect. Truly, keep on stealing those hoodies, girls.
I'm triggered. Dude, this is a crime. Call the police.
Yeah, no, absolutely
and then abolish them, but then call them. I don't know.
Oh my God. And we know you hate short girls, Chappelle.
Because they steal hoodies.
Whatever.
Look, I'm 6'2". I've had so many hoodies that like, it's so comfortable, it's so big. And like, well, you could just go buy an extra large hoodie. No. You ain't better. Like, what the heck? Yeah.
Y'all low-key love it, and that's the truth. Because you're like, oh,
we only love it when we like can get it back, or like when you are
never get it back.
But that's what I'm saying. We love it when you're with us. But like when the breakup happens, please leave my hoodie.
Yeah, okay. I left the hoodie, yes, after the breakup. Because then I was like, I want you to think of me every time you wear it. It's stupid.
Wow. See, defund women. That's what we need to do here.
You stop giving us gifts then if you want to defund.
Stop it. I need to come get that bear. I have a friend.
Oh my God. I got you. You can have him. And then, so then, it turns out clock is about to strike 11 because David's like, what time is it? 10:45. David needs to get home. Well, I'll take you because I've only had Red Bulls and I'm a better driver than a sober person.
Red Bull makes him drive better.
He gives him wings.
Apparently. But the whole trip home, this is where we get like, so the problem with Never Have I Ever as a show is that when you think you're feeling one way about the show, they do something like this and it just pulls you back in. Because the whole episode, I'm like, Davy's losing it. She's a mess. She does not need to be with Paxton. She doesn't need to be with anybody. She needs to get herself together. But on the ride home, they're playing the song and they're making eyes at each other and she's smiling at him. And you're just like, well, I mean, they do like each other. Maybe they have good chemistry. Like, oh, we don't need to do this.
Extra freaking sequence of my life because it's just like they're looking longingly at the outside of the windows, driving down these LA streets. Like, my God, please give me a break. And then And then Davy's like looking at Paxton all seductive. Paxton's giving those dimpled smiles. Ugh, dimples. Yes.
Yeah. It just it's something about like the damsel in distress thing that just got them both kind of just like
Yeah, into
yeah,
it.
like
Yeah.
feel yeah, they're feeling it because he rescued her from the pool. He gave her like he's all like his chest has popped out a little bit, but she also feels like, oh my God, he really likes me because he's doing these things. He's driving me home, blah blah. And so when they get outside the house, he's just like, are you okay? She's like, no, it's like he's like, no, I mean like, are you okay? And she's like, oh my God, someone cares about me. Ugh, she's just a mess. She's
Oh
mush
my
here.
God. Yeah. I mean, first of all, she's vulnerable, which means she's gonna wild out. And then given that it's Paxton doing all of this, it's a wrap for her. Like she stood no chance. Like she stood no chance. There was no defense. Like,
Mhm.
play Beyonce's Halo, like, the walls are coming down. Like it's oh
Yeah.
my God. And then Paxton just like leans in. To me, I know that all of this is choreographed, but like it looks so seamless. Like they both leaned in at the same time. And then I love a good grab of the head, and he just grabs her and then they kiss. Whew.
Yeah,
Here we are, people.
they did the things that need to be done. They were acting, okay? But she's like, everyone in my life is just done with me. And I feel like that. And oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I'm making it weird. Kiss.
Oh,
And her soul just leaves her body and she just has like this
yes.
moment of just, oh my God, it's the best day ever. My friends, everybody's wrong. Dr. Ryan's wrong, my friends are wrong, my family's wrong. Like this guy is perfect for me. I'm a sexual conquistador. And I
That
just got
was
my
the
first
best.
kiss.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, not John McEnroe calling her a sexual conquistador. Imagine that being your first kiss, though. That's amazing.
Yeah. I
Oh
mean, she
my
had a
God.
horrible day, but it ended with like the highlight of her life. It's the hottest guy in town. And
Exactly.
yeah, so for her, yeah, nothing could go wrong here. Everything is fine. This Jeep ride has solved all her problems, Sasha, until she walks into the house. And what does she see?
Oh, it's her dad at the fridge saying, wow, there you are. You're home late. Blam. Everything went to hell, y'all.
The episode ends, and we are just sitting there stunned because what is
God.
Mohan doing in the kitchen?
Mohan's back, baby. And we know Mohan's only back in Davy's mind because Davy is
Mhm.
struggling, everyone. Ugh, poor Davy. Davy, boys will not solve your problems. They just won't. Be
Um,
better.
some people have I can if you're listening to this, Kamala, I solve problems.
No. Okay. Well, he'll get you good gifts that will solve your problem. That's true. You know what?
Yeah,
Sometimes, like, if you get a good gift, you're like, you know what? It's fine. The
yeah.
world is better now. That's what my
Can-
husband does now. He'll get me balloons if I'm mad.
you like balloons?
Yes, I sure
Uh,
do.
cool. Yeah, it's one of those things where like it for now it makes me happy. Now once I'm done with looking at the balloons, I
That's
might get mad
true.
again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. It's very like two-faced where it's like, this was nice, but don't think I forgot what you did. And then I'm gonna
Mhm.
yell at you, but I'm gonna love on the balloons. It's just not on you.
Exactly. Yeah. Pro tip:
Oh
if you
my
ever make your significant other upset and y'all been together for a long time, get her a dog.
No,
Get her a dog.
absolutely not.
Get her a dog.
What is
It's a pro
wrong
tip.
with you?
She will like,
That's
oh
how you get
my
broken up with, y'all.
God. Get her a dog. Mm-mm.
Maybe
We
for
love
like
dogs.
what, an hour?
Yeah, like maybe just rent a dog.
Okay, yeah. Do not buy no. Do not
Take
buy
her,
someone
take
a
her,
dog
take her
or
dog
like
shopping so
foster
y'all can go
someone a
look
dog.
at dogs.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's smart.
because
Yeah,
people will project their love onto whatever they're looking at. They don't, and then they'll get their mind off of being angry at you. Then you can leave.
that's correct.
Y'all can leave the
Leave?
dogs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, oh
You
my
don't
God.
have to buy the dog, but don't like pop up with somebody's. Don't ever buy anybody responsibility. That is my
Yeah,
worst thing in the world.
I'll
Don't buy me
murder you.
anything that I need to keep up with. Like
Not
oh, I
even a
got you a
fish.
car. Pay all of it. Like you need to. If you got me a car, pay the entire note. If you pay me, if you
Yeah.
buy me a fish, you need to take care of the fish. I just want to come in and say hi to the fish. But yeah, like
Oh my
take her to go
God.
dog shopping, and then she can like, oh my God, and then that way you can buy yourself some time until you figure out how to fix everything.
Exactly. Yeah, I had an ex that would take me to Barnes and Noble to read books when I was angry. That was a good one.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah,
the
it's
thought
like
that counts.
exactly. It's like don't don't buy anything stupid. Like, just do nice things for people. That will
Mm-hmm.
probably get them a little less mad, but depends on what you did. Now, if you cheated, just leave. Just leave them. Don't beat yourself. Just leave them.
Or do what's best for your relationship.
No, don't say it with cheaters. Okay, don't. That's so bad.
Love
But
yourself.
anyway,
That's all we can say is
exactly.
love yourself.
Yes, yes. Prioritize yourself,
Mhm.
but not like selfishly, but
Right.
prioritize yourself. And anything else, Chappelle, from this episode?
No, this is a good episode. This is episode 8. So we still have
Yes.
2 more left in the season, but this does set the tone for what we're moving toward. This also shows that, Davy has a lot of things going on in her
Mm-hmm.
life that she has to address. She still hasn't made up with her friends. Um, the Paxton thing is developing into
Just
maybe
started.
something.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then she still has to work out the things with Dr. Ryan. We don't know what's about to happen with Kamala anymore. And so yeah, this is a big pivotal episode in the season. And so I was excited to talk about it, but I'm definitely excited to see what's coming next.
Me too, and I'm excited for us as well and what's coming next. So for you, Chappelle, what's coming next?
Oh man. So every week I'm talking with Jessica Leese on the Walking Dead podcast on post-show recaps. So Jessica Leese and I, and joined by AJ Mass, and sometimes Josh Wigler, talk about this final season of The Walking Dead. And so if you are a casual Walking Dead fan, a super fan, or if you just feel like listening to me laugh at the ridiculousness of this show, please check us out on postshowrecaps.com. Also, the RHAP Rewind just was released the other day, where we did Latanya Starks came on as our guest, and she and I talked about the real world with Rob, and so that was a good time. And this week we're doing Who Wants to Be a Superhero with Naomi Calhoun, and so we got a lot of things going on the RHAP Rewind. I also recently did a Big Brother recap episode on this Wednesday on Rob Has a Podcast Network, so that was fun. But yeah, I'm just out here kind of just bouncing from place to place. Sasha, I don't have a lot going on. I definitely have a full-time job. Yeah, I definitely have a full-time job and a podcast and some side hustling. But this weekend, I'm just going to take it easy. And so hopefully everyone else has a good Labor Day weekend if they celebrate.
Yes. Have so much fun. Everyone, enjoy your long weekend. And as for me, you can follow me on Twitter at, oh my God, I don't know, open mine, whatever. Fun size underscore 04. And I also host the Wrap Up Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This, which will drop, well, it's dropped before, but if you are looking for the newest episode, it's gonna hopefully drop this Wednesday or Thursday. And I'm gonna have Puya because the cast goes to Dubai. So obviously I need to get our own Persian king on to talk about Dubai. So it's going to be really exciting. And I also, tomorrow will be, or Sunday, whatever, we'll be talking about Survivor South Africa here on Silent Podcast, as well as the challenge. So keep a lookout for that. And thank you so much, everyone, for listening. We're one review away from Chappelle's prom picture, everyone. Come on, people. So if you're listening to us on Apple, make sure you leave a review. If you're following us on, if you're listening to us on Spotify, make sure you listen to, you follow us there, and make sure you like, comment, and share this video. If you're listening to us on YouTube, and subscribe to us. We're a small channel trying to grow from our reality and scripted drama. And with that, thank you, everyone. Bye.